If you haven't seen how we do the eyes, go back to the first videos and we can show you everything step by step. But now we're moving on to the base. When using the correct color, I'm going to be using two. I'm going to use MAC Studio Fix, and I'm using two colors blending in together. I'm using an NC20 with an NC15, a little bit of NC50, not too much. And then when you are testing color, the best thing to do is always check at the bottom of the jaw towards the neck. You want to always make sure that your color blends in. You're going to work in the same motion all the way up. And then you're just going to do a light mist. And we're going to check against the mirror. Have a look, head up for me. And that color looks nice. And once you're happy, you can go ahead with it. I'm going to go in and I'm going to reapply a little bit more of a thicker. This is nice because it would even out the skin tone. Any sort of blemishes, redness, it will all clear up nicely. As you get in towards the eyes, you want to flip your brush around. It's an angle brush, it's a 2 foundation brush. So you've got the bigger side and the smaller side to cover areas that's a little bit more harder to go into, like your eyes and the lips. I'm just going to sharpen up everything under the eyeshadows. Now you already have a guideline from how you created that sharp look, and you can find that out in the previous video. But right now, we're just going to be working the space all around the eyebrows, to the nose. I like to just blend it in towards the hairline, not too much. You don't want to leave a gap anywhere. To your lips, you get more of an even feel around your chin. Once your base goes in, everything enhances. The eyes emphasize even more. The skin starts to look more even. Flawless. And then always blend it into the neck. The last thing you want to do is have 2 different skin tones. But I'm going to go for a MAC powder just to set this foundation. For the contouring, we are using the LA Girl Pro Concealers. For the darker parts, I'm using the color Fawn. And then for your highlighter, I'm using Pure Beige. So what we're going to do is start contouring this face, just to bring the face a little bit more inner and enhance the features. So you want to work from the top of your corner to just the bottom of the apple on the cheeks, the bottom of your chin line, and then just around your forehead. The nose needs to go from your brows to the inner, and it just slims the nose down a little bit. Then we're going to go in with the highlighter. And again, I'm using Pure Beige to work on the forehead. You might get a bit of splatter, ignore it. You're going to go like a V section, just underneath the eyes. And this is just going to open the eyes up a little bit more. And the last thing you want to do is bring it just in between the nose where the contour was. And maybe just a tiny bit on the cupid bow of the lip. And then you want to use a blending brush. Just going to dap it in a slight foundation, and I'm going to start blending it in. This is a blending sponge. It's nicer when you're doing your contour. Just gives it a bit more of an even finish, and you have a bit more control of where you want your contouring to be. I'm going to work on the apples of your cheek and bring that colour through. Work on the T-zone. I'm going to use a little bit of blusher. Smile again for me. Again, we're going to work on the cheekbones. Just going in an upward C motion. And then I'm just going to add a bit more of a shimmer. So it's a bit more like strobing when you do. This one is a MAC. It's called Gold Deposit. And it's nice. It just gives you that very nice sun-kissed glow, without looking too much. Just gonna softly pop it on, just above where the blusher was. Okay, so now we've done all the base, your foundation, your contouring, strobing, and emphasizing your cheeks. Next, we're gonna move on to the lips.